Hey everyone, it's Stephanie 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am here with Scorpio's reading for November. So, hello Scorpios, happy Scorpio season. I hope you guys had a good birthday or going to be having a good birthday when it comes. Let's go ahead. Before I jump into your reading, I just wanted to let you guys know that what was I going to start with first? Oh, this is going to be for all Scorpio energy. So if you don't have your chart, go ahead and head over to astro.com and pull up your natal chart so you can take a look and see what other signs you have and check out those videos as well. It's not just for Sun, Moon, and Rising this go. This is going to be for Scorpio energy as a whole. And the other thing is that my shop is now back open for private readings. I did close it off for a bit as I went through some transitions. So it is back open for private readings. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so at 1111witchybabe.com. And right now I am running 15% off as a reopening sale. So if you've ever wanted to book like a relationship prediction spread with me or the twin flame, soulmate, soul connection, relationship analysis, whatever, um, that type of reading that's longer and very expensive, this would be the time because you save about 15 bucks. So good savings there. Let's go ahead. Again, a reminder, which I don't have to worry about you guys as much. These are general readings. Take only the information that resonates, which means when the information hits you, you get goosebumps, which means you already have these things happening in your life. Please do not attack the messenger. I had to turn off comments on my Gemini video because it got really out of control. Because the messages that came through were just not positive. And so Scorpios know with light comes darkness, and sometimes information is going to be hard to hear. I will present it always in the best way I can with the most positivity I can, but I am not a I'm a light worker, but I do not believe in light only. I do believe in balancing that line. So I really don't like to throw myself the light worker label. So maybe I'll retract that, but I believe in balance and I believe in truth above everything. So that's what I'm here to provide. So, if you would like a personal reading for your specific energy, you can book that with myself or another reader, but always take these readings on YouTube as general energy and not that they are your fact and your truth. So, I am jumping in with a channeled message via this deck, and I was told to do so for whatever reason from my guides. Vintage Wisdom Oracles by Victoria Mosley. Let's jump into this. Scorpio energy for November. And the way, I'm sorry, I didn't explain this first, but I'm going to explain it really quick after I get the second card. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a really good energy that's coming out right now. And the messages that are coming through. The way this is working, Scorpios, is that this is not your reading for the month. This is messages that need to come through to you right now for whatever reason. So they could be about the past, they could be about the present, they could be about the future. So what I'm getting here is beautiful energy. There is such a rebirth energy, becoming a new person, having new perspectives. There could actually be literal pregnancies, births, that type of thing also happening. I feel like I was going to sneeze, and I'm also getting a download at the same time, which has been happening more often. Um, there's a new beginning. There's a new light. There's a light out of this tunnel. So if you've been in a tunnel of darkness, there's a new light, and you either don't see it yet or you're starting to see it. Some of you have been through some things that could have broke you, maybe should have broke you through other people's eyes but didn't, and you're still working towards this new path, this new beginning. And I don't feel like a lot of you necessarily know what you're working towards, but you know you're working towards something, so you're going to keep doing it. And this, like, the heavens or gods or whatever you want to call things are so happy and so proud of you. They really are. You are recognized for what you have done and how you've survived, and how you not only survived, but you transformed with grace and with dignity. You could have made things a lot worse for yourself. You could have made things worse for the people around you while these things were happening, but you didn't. And so you're to be congratulated for that, and you do have new beginnings coming for you as a reward of that. So that's an incredibly positive messages. And if you take a moment to check out my other videos for your other signs, you will see why I'm saying that, because it's been a hard time this Scorpio season. For the rest of us is hitting us hard, but you guys are used to it. You guys are used to that birth and that retransformation, and you are now leveling up in a way where you're just like, you're doing it with grace and with ease no matter what is thrown at you. So let's go into the actual tarot portion now. Sorry for that. It was a quick message. It was just like you're doing good, and you are keep working on whatever you're working on. Your end result might not be what you think it is, but you are going to be in this position that you're wanting overall. All right, let's go on and see what your general energy is for November, Scorpios. Yeah, look at that. Well, let's. I've come to love and hate this card recently. Let me get another card, but I'm getting a good vibe because this already has a good vibe. Nope, it's going to stay a good vibe. Okay, good. I'm glad. Sorry, I bumped my phone. All right, so we have the Six of, look at that mirrored energy. It's not really mirrored, but like technically with 6 and 4, but the Roman numerals are mirroring it. Anyway, let's continue. We have the 6 of Wands and we have the 4 of Wands. Your guys' main energy is celebratory. So congratulations to whatever the hell is going on for you this month. Maybe it's just because of your birthday and you're going to have an awesome birthday. Maybe it's because you love Scorpio season and you're in your element. Maybe it's because something external actually happens and you're able to celebrate and you're recognized for that. This is winning. This is victory. This is celebration with other people. This is recognition. When I was saying, I've grown to love, just in case you're wondering, that 6 of Wands, the 6 of Wands is a big marker whenever it comes out for ego-based bullshit. However, I'm not getting that here at all. I'm getting something that you're really happy and you're really celebrating. And maybe it's something as simple as you realizing like what you've been through and where you're going and where you're at now and how far you've come and celebrating yourself. But I feel like a lot of you actually have external events that are going to be happening that cause celebration. Maybe you're going to have a fantastic Thanksgiving or a fantastic holiday season as we're approaching that, whatever you celebrate. Very good energy for November. All right, let's go on and see what's going on. What's your main lessons this month? Judgment. Oops, sorry, the light is glaring not so much. Oh, Judgment and the 3 of Swords. Let's try to... There. Okay, one more card. Ooh, interesting. Okay. This is interesting. I'm getting a bunch of different messages at once. So when we're going to be talking about lessons, we have some specific lessons coming for specific people. So this portion of the reading might not resonate for you. This is going to be for whoever it's supposed to be heard for. Overall, I'm taking the initial energy or your initial lessons as judgment are that you learn a lot about when to make judgments, when to pass judgments, when to wait on them, and how to fairly assess things. So this is going to be for people that either jump too quickly to judge or people that really don't listen to their inner wisdom and make judgments in a quick fashion that kind of help them get out of, or never get into bad situations. So either if you're somebody that kind of lets people just mull over you and you knew that they weren't good for you, but you didn't get rid of them because you're like, well, I don't know, I don't want to hurt their feelings or whatever, which not a lot of you guys will resonate with that. But for other people, this could be, making judgments too quickly against something, whether that be positive or negative. The specific messages I'm getting in, though, from these cards is that some of you are learning to make judgments when it comes to relationships, particularly romantic ones, and particularly situations where you're in a third party. So that's if you're with somebody else and you're talking to somebody else on the side, or you're dealing with somebody that has a partner. There's somebody, could just be one, could be more than one, that's going to be learning that lesson. And it depends on kind of what, it's all going to hurt. It's all going to give you that Three of Swords energy. It's going to give you that heartbreak. But you're learning that it's just not a good thing to be in, is in a third party situation like that. And of course, this would not apply to people that are polyamorous, because those are not third party situations. These are people that are in monogamous, agreed upon relationships that also have things on the side, or you are a part of that where you're the secret. And it's like learning to make judgments on what you want to do. If you're the person with multiple people, who do you want to be with? If you're the person that's in that situation, why are you okay with being this like possibility? So I just don't get a big heavy energy from it either way. I feel like it's just something that you make a decision, and it's going to hurt either way, regardless of who you are in this. If you're the person that's waiting to be chosen, quote unquote, you might decide that you don't want to be with somebody that was okay with being with you in this situation, or maybe that you just don't, you can't deal with this type of situation anymore. Or if you're the person having to decide between two people, and for some of you, this might be you're dating and having to decide between two people. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a relationship. So I'll pull that one back to add in some more options here. You're having to choose between the two people, and it hurts. Even if you care about both people, even if you really do want to be with one over the other, it's hurting you on some degree to let go. So that's kind of the main lessons of this month. There's this sense of letting go. And again, this kind of wrap back into the main collective's message, and not just these specific people that will resonate with that particular topic. You're learning to, with judgment also comes letting go, because you make a decision, you make a choice. You decide to do one thing and not the other, and therefore you're having to let something go. So learning to let go is also a part of that lesson. All right, let's jump into relationships. We've already kind of talked a little bit about it. Let's see what's the general energy for the majority of the collective, however. King of Swords. The Hermit. One more card, please. Knight of Wands. This is interesting. Okay. And the bottom of the deck has the Knight of Cups, which I'm also going to take. Wow, this is all over the place relationship-wise. This is what I'm seeing now, a story play out. There are some people that, again, there's something about making the decision, and you're having to use your intellect and your emotions and your inner knowledge in order to make this decision. You're having to group all three things together and come up with a solution, because I feel like this choice is incredibly difficult for a variety of reasons. This, I feel, makes you, and you probably are already in this energy listening to this. If not, it's coming to you very soon. You're going to be feeling very detached from the situation and trying to kind of understand what's going on in an internal realm before you make any decisions externally. But once you come to that decision that you're going to make, once you make that judgment, things go very quickly from there. However, I have a warning for you guys, because we have two Knight energies. This Knight, as in the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands, they are both very well-meaning energies, but they're not the kings and they're not the queens. They are not the message I get is sometimes your best is not good enough. So I don't take this as a negative thing either. I just see this as you might make a decision to go after one person versus the other, and it not necessarily not be reciprocated, but just might not be reciprocated at the speed that you're wanting or in the same intensity that you're wanting, because this other person has some things of their own to work through, or this other person is just takes things slower or needs time or whatever the case is. But you come to some, but at the same time, the reason why I don't get a heavy weight from this, I think, is because you do step into the King of Swords energy while dealing with the situation, because you do go within, because you're dealing with your own stuff and your own relationships and your own attachments and all that kind of stuff. You're able to understand this a little bit better, that, okay, just because you got your shit together and ready to go doesn't mean that this person's going to be ready to go at that same level. So this is, I'm going to still call this positive. I'm just letting it be known. Don't be surprised if you don't get exactly what you give out reciprocated back, which I feel like a lot of Scorpio energy, just knowing enough in my life personally, you guys never feel like you get what you give. So whether or not that's the truth, I don't know, because we all have our own perceptions of what our reality is. But just don't be surprised. I do feel like, though, this is very good for you on your soul's development and on you as a person, your development, and dealing with some of your ego issues and things of that nature, that you're going to just see that you're still happy. Like, the still energy is still being happy. I'm not saying this person like walks away from you. It's just, they're not you. So you can't expect you from other people. All right, let's see. Let's go on to your finances. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm not going ooh because you're going to get rich, but you are definitely finding a lot of balance within your finances. I feel like a lot of you are maybe saving money, or you're working towards some sort of financial goal and you're finding a good rhythm there. Yeah, I like this. This is an excellent financial reading. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is this inspiration, this drive. This could be literally energy coming to you. Like, you just all of a sudden wake up feeling like a lot of energy to go after your financial goals. But what this all is bringing to you is this sense of you're taking care of yourself. Like, you're going to be able to take care of yourself financially. You're building towards that if you're not already in it. And there's kind of like a treat yourself energy here. So I'm getting that message. I don't go crazy. Don't go and blow whatever you have like worked towards on something that you don't really need, but you should enjoy yourself a bit this month financially. You're going to be getting a lot of energy to keep at whatever you've been going at. So stay focused on that and receive that energy and use it where it's supposed to. So I just got that. Make sure when you get this energy that's coming into you to help you with your financial goals, you use it for that. Don't use it for some dumb shit. And what I heard was like, don't use it for sexual purposes, Scorpio. Don't use it to like whatever, like however that applies to you, if it applies to you. Use it for to build what you're building. So, whatever that is. However that applies. Are you working on a side business? Are you whatever? Use it for all that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get your spiritual message, and then we will check in one more time with tarot for any advice. But you guys seem like you have a pretty solid month, a pretty good month. You might have a little bit of heartache, or, especially for those making decisions regarding the relationships, or you might have some heartache, but you're going to be okay. Let's see. And so we are using for this the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracles. Healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes through us, our senses, and harmonizing everything accordingly. And then I also had a second card come out, which is Miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. So what I see here, it just really, I don't even think I need to do spiritual messages because I'm pretty much getting them in the channeled message in the beginning. You guys are healing. And that's what was, when I was talking about all, like, you've been through like some dark stuff, you've been through some stuff that should have and could have broken you, but you kept going and you did so with grace. You guys are healing from all of that. You're healing from your past, even before whatever that darkness was. I'm talking about your past, your childhood, all of that. That is all coming up, came up, I feel, already came up, done coming up, and you're in the healing process. And you are going to be shown different things throughout this month that are miraculous, that don't, and I don't necessarily mean that, let's say you have a chronic illness, all of a sudden you're healed. I'm not making claims like that at all. What I'm saying is things are going to happen, big or small, that show you how that show you how much power that you have, that also show you how much power is attached with being a part of source, and that shows you that source exists. For some of you, you still don't even know like what you believe in. If do you believe in more of like a Christian God, or like what do you your beliefs? And like regardless of whatever name or title or whatever you want to put attached to it, you're going to be seeing things that remind you of the bigger picture other than just your daily struggles and that type of thing. So that's kind of what I get there. So one last card as advice, and then we will be done. Wrap this up. The devil came out. The devil came out reversed, though. And I'm actually going to take the devil both ways, because the devil coming out as advice is fantastic advice up front too, as well as reverse. For those of you that do need to release attachments that don't suit you any longer. So that's going to be like addictions and toxic relationships and those things that you know are bad for you and you need to get rid of. That's going to be your advice this month. That is something that's going to help you. So that might be directly linked to the relationship portion, where, we have this choice to be made. If one of them is an attachment because you feel like bonded to them in some way, but you know that they're bad for you, that is the one that you're needing to release. But when the devil is upright, I'm going to say she, but I really feel it's a reminder to be like you walked through hell. You walked through hell and now you own it. Like, don't let things pull you back down there. Even when things happen that are just hurt you, you don't need to go back down into the depths of where you've been. And that's what I get from this specific devil coming out at this time. Not always. That's not always my take on the devil. But that's what I'm getting for you guys. So let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Happy birthday again. I hope you're having a good season. And if you would like to book a private reading, you can do so on my website, 1111witchybabe.com. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you do want to help support the channel and let me know what's going on. And yeah, I love you guys. I will see you next time.